Hello and welcome to Attention Central Texas. I'm your host, Charles Jenkins. Here in the studio today, we have two exciting guests, John Randolph, who's the PR coordinator, and Chris St. Romain, who is the animal expert, and they're both from the Moody Gardens. Hello, guys, and welcome to today's show.
Thanks for having us.
Chris, let's start with you.
Okay.
Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Chris St. Romain. I'm one of the biologists at Moody Gardens, taking care of pretty much everything in the rainforest collection. We have fish, birds, reptiles, small mammals, also taking care of penguins and seals.
Okay.
So.
What about you, John? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is John Randolph. I'm the PR coordinator for Moody Gardens. So I get to go out and tell everyone how cool Moody Gardens is and get to travel with these kind of guys and just spread the word about what we have going on over there. So,
speaking of cool, y'all have something exciting coming up for the people to view this summer. Tell us a little bit about that.
This May 28th is the grand reopening of our rainforest pyramid. So we're
Okay.
really excited about that. It's a $25 million enhancement project. Before, when you went in, you were kind of standing at the ground level. First, let me explain, I guess, what the pyramid is like if you've never seen it. It's a clear pyramid. It's got actual plants that you'll find in a rainforest type setting, and animals like these guys will be free roaming in there. It's a really impressive exhibit. So before, when you entered, you're kind of standing on the ground, looking up. There's sloths, there's monkeys. So you're trying to figure out maybe what you're seeing in the treetops. Well, now we built a canopy walkway that's going to put you in halfway through. And it's going to, weave you closer up to the top where these animals are, so you'll get a lot better look.
Okay.
So we're really excited about that. That's, we had some damage from Hurricane Ike, so 3 years in the making, we've kind of been open off and on and trying to fix some things. So we're just real excited about that. And then our Palm Beach area, we have a man-made beach with white sands, freshwater man-made lagoon, all kinds of great stuff. So we're actually finishing up a $5.5 million enhancement to that. We built 2 giant tower slides, a lazy river, a wave pool. So this summer is going to be really exciting. We're just looking forward to it.
Speaking of excitement, your face lighting up as you talk. You're just overexcited. Chris,
Yes.
Animal expert. And speaking of animals, I see you have a couple buddies you
Yes.
brought here today. Tell us
Coworkers.
about the turtle.
This is Marco. He's a red-footed tortoise, native of South America. He's around about 25, 30 years old, and they could live up to 50, so they're one of the shorter-lived turtle species. There are some tortoises that can live to be well over 150 years old in some cases. Yes. And I'll just set him down because he's very heavy. And in here, we have, and John is going to be upset with me on the ride home for doing this, an emperor scorpion. He is a native of southern Africa and is actually one of the least venomous scorpions. It's about the same level of toxicity as a bee sting. So if he stings you, it'll hurt, but it's not going to kill you unless you scream, freak out, and then run it into traffic or something. What's actually more damaging is the pinchers. Supposedly they can snap a pencil in half.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And he's very antsy, so I'm just going to put him back.
Okay.
That makes me feel a little better.
If you'll let me. There we go. Okay.
I think I'm like John. I'm at ease now since he's back in there. Now, Chris, working with all these animals, you got to have a favorite. What's your favorite?
That's like asking, what's your favorite child? I'm partial to kind of the weirder animals.
Okay.
We're getting Chinese alligators in, which are one of the probably the most endangered species of crocodilian on the planet. Their main problems are loss of habitat in the wild, and they're extremely territorial. So there are lots of animals that are very territorial being put into a smaller and smaller area. They're basically taking each other out. They're so aggressive towards their own species.
Now, do they allow you to get close to them?
They allow me to. I'm a trained professional. John is not always allowed to get too close, but there will have several different species of animals free roaming throughout the rainforest, like Marco over there is free roaming now. We'll have monkeys in the canopy that there'll be nothing in between you and the animal. Sloths will be all over, climbing around the trees, birds flying all over and above you. We'll have an area where you can walk into a butterfly exhibit, so you can see the butterflies up close. In the past, we would be releasing butterflies into the rainforest, and we'd release 300 a day, but they would just fly off and you'd never see them.
Yeah.
So now they're contained into a walkthrough exhibit that you'll be able to get up close, and lots of all kinds of cool stuff.
Wow.
I could go on for hours.
Now, John, I was talking to Chris. What's your favorite animal at the park?
Oh man, I really like the sloths. To me, they're just so relaxed. They just look like they're always just chilling out. So I kind of like that style, laid back, just taking things slow kind of style. So yeah, I like those guys. I'd never had seen one before I started working at Moody Gardens before. So
Okay.
I seen them up close, and I'm like, it's pretty cool. They don't do much, but I don't know. I just want to hug one for some reason.
Now, speaking of Moody Gardens, you guys have some unique jobs.
Yes.
What do you like most about your job?
I like the coworkers. It's never the same twice. I could be working with literally anything there for the most part, be it penguins, seals, 900-pound sea lion, turtles that are making their way over towards the camera people, literally anything. So.
Okay. What about you, John?
Oh man, I love the chance to get to talk about everything that we have going on. There's
Okay.
such a diverse property. We have so many different things. The animals are amazing, from the rainforest animals to I got to meet a penguin. I got to go back and pet a penguin. I mean, I don't know how many people say they got to do that. So I love my job. I get to deal with the animals and just talk about an amazing place and just be the face of Moody Gardens. It's just been a lot of fun.
And speaking of those expansions we talked about earlier, what's your favorite exhibit that's going to be on display in May?
Well, technically, I'm the Rainforest PR Coordinator, so
Okay.
don't
You gotta like it all.
yeah, that's. I'm really excited about it all being finished. Actually,
Okay.
it's just going to all come together really nicely. So I'm really just excited for summer. I'm just ready for everything to be up and running, and just it's going to be a great summer for us.
Okay. Chris, back to you. What is the animal you think that people should know the most about in the rainforest?
Learning about all of them is great. I would actually recommend, really just when you go, pick an animal that you like out of there, and when you get home, research it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're really into sloths, check out our sloths, go home, type in two-toed sloth into Google or Yahoo, and find a reputable site. Probably not, the Ice Age website for sloth information, but look it up in the encyclopedia. Go to your bookstore, pick one out, check it out.
Now, are there any new animals that's...
Yes, actually, we have some really cool new animals.
Okay.
In addition to the Chinese alligators, giant river otters from the South America. We have 3 girls that we have right now. We're still working out the kinks in their exhibit and finishing that up. They're in holding, and when they get full grown, they'll be about 6 feet long and are just incredible. I highly recommend, go home, pull out the encyclopedia, look into them, because I could go on ad nauseum about them. They're just amazing little creatures.
They're about 60 pounds too.
Yeah,
Oh my
little.
Now, John, back to you. What are some things people have to do? Like, do you know of any, what's the price to get in, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can actually talk to you a little bit more. We have, the aquarium, one of the largest aquariums in our area. It's pretty amazing. And then the rainforest, too. We also have a 4D theater and a 3D theater. 4D is, you put the glasses on and then your seat will shake, and then there'll be like leg ticklers or like a water spray or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Our 3D theater is 6 stories tall.
Wow.
It's gigantic. And so we have that, and then when Palm Beach opens, there's just a little bit of everything. Ticket prices sometimes fluctuate depending on season.
Okay.
So what I usually like to tell people to do is just go to the website, because you can buy like a package deal where you can do everything for the day.
Okay.
That includes all of our attractions, and moodygardens.org is our website. So
Okay.
you just check it out online. There's a bunch of different options. You can do things individually or just all together as a package too.
For someone Chris, who hasn't been to Moody Gardens since I've been in Texas,
All right.
what would you tell me if I came to Moody Gardens that I need to know?
You need to know, really go any time of day, because since it's inside, we don't have, it's not the hot period or the cooler period of the day like you have at some zoos. And just go with an open mind and have your camera at the ready.
Mm-hmm. Got a great golf course too, and
Wow.
yeah, we have a great golf course. We actually have a AAA 4-diamond resort on property. It's our resort. So we have 3 fine dining restaurants there. So you can make a weekend out of it. Definitely, come down, see everything. We have Galveston Schlitterbahns right next door to us. So I mean, Galveston has done really well since Ike, and it's because people are coming out and seeing us. And
Wow. This place sounds huge.
It is. It is very huge.
Really
I have to
good
walk
size.
across it several times a day.
So you get some good exercise.
I do.
Okay, this question is for both of y'all. John, if you had something to say to our viewers about coming to Moody Gardens and all the things you have to offer, what would you say to people who are sitting watching this today?
It's really for all ages. Kids definitely love it. I have an 18-month-old at home who loves the aquarium. He just runs back and forth, loves it. It's just we want it to be fun, but we want it to be educational. So we want to teach a message about conservation, why it's important to keep these animals around. The rainforest, why to keep the rainforests around, why we need to conserve. So we try to teach important messages, but also we want it to be fun too.
Okay.
So it's there's just a ton of stuff to do. We're right there on the Gulf Coast, so it's just a quick getaway. Come down, spend the weekend.
Okay.
Not too far, so.
Chris, in 20 seconds or less, tell me. Same question.
Okay. Come on down. We'd love to have you. Once again, bring your camera and take your time. Don't just rush through the entire exhibit because you will miss everything.
Okay.
Take your time, slow down, look everywhere because there's all kinds of stuff to see.
Okay.
And if you go through again later on in the day, it'll be a completely different experience because you'll see
right.
all kinds of other animals.
John and Chris, I want to take this time to thank y'all for being on the show today, and thank you
Thank you
for
for
what
having
y'all
us.
doing and the attractions y'all have for people.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
And thank you, our viewers, for tuning in to Attention Central Texas.